Be making basics.
What's going on YouTube? Be Making Basics back again with another video. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe because we're coming back to back with bangers. Today's video, I'm going to be giving you some sampling and sample chopping basics in Logic Pro 10. So let's go ahead and get it, all right? So when it comes to chopping samples and everything like that, I would recommend starting off with the quick sampler. Basically, you'll start off with this software instrument track and then go under instrument here to the quick samplers, midway, stereo, or mono, but we'll do stereo since we'll be chopping up a sample. I'm actually going to show you how to do it in the quick sampler, and then I'm also going to show you how to do it in the Workspace window as well. So let's just check this out. Now, basically, I went to Splice, and I found a soulful sample, and I just want to do it for demonstration purposes. I probably will still cook up a beat or something on this, but I'm just going to show this to you for demonstration purposes. So I have this sample right here. It's pretty hard. So that's pretty sick, right? So we're gonna go ahead and push plus on this credit right here, and then I can just drag and drop this right into Logic, right over here into this original one. Now the cool thing about this is basically you can chop this up several ways. In classic mode, pretty much I can take this marker right here and just get like one section if I want, or the whole thing. And then we can also go ahead and use this to play this in different octaves and stuff like that. All you have to do is click on this. This is basically your follow tempo, and it should lock it up to whatever tempo you have here. So if I push Command K, that's going to show us the musical type. And let me just play this. So that's already a chop without even doing anything to the sample. You know, this I haven't even manipulated anything, just by throwing it in the quick sampler and turning on follow tempo. Now I can play this at different keys and things like that and make a whole nother, you know, arrangement. Okay, and that's what I definitely recommend whenever you're creating like hip hop or whatever. If you're gonna sample, especially even off of Splice, even though it's, you know, royalty free, you want to, you know, manipulate it as much as you can. Now let me show you some other things. Usually I don't use this one shot, but if you put it right here, if you just type in any of your notes, it's going to play the whole sample all the way through. And I'm not going to let it do that. Now slice is like one of the main areas to do sample chopping. Okay, you can turn down the sensitivity right here, and then you can also do your own points. It will do it by transient, beat divisions, you feel me, equal divisions, okay, and then you do manual. So like for instance, if you look right here, all these have like the letters and, or not the letters, but keys on the piano, like C1, all this type of stuff. So So you can just do it like that. Really, just equal divisions is a great way to just get started, as you can see here. But like I said, you can do it by beat divisions. Take this down some. And this is cool too. You can come over here and go from chromatic, which is all the keys, black and white. Or you can just do white keys. Now, any of these. And then you can also do just the black keys. And then this is another cool thing you can do. I'm gonna put it on all the white keys for a second. If you push gate, it will basically kind of make it to where your sample kind of has like a fade at the end, and you also will make it to where it can kind of sound like better when you're chopping them up. So basically you have to hold down the note as long as you want it to play out when you have that gate on there. Or you can put it play to the end and then it'll. Like I said, I really don't like the one shot or play to the end option, but I'll throw this gate on here. Now let me show you how it'd be if we just did it manually. It's pretty simple. Obviously, you can come over here and hold down Option and zoom in by scrolling left or right on your mouse or your trackpad, and then you can come over here and look at the divisions and put points in. So now I have this whole little chop that I just got right here. You can come over here and delete it like this, right? Left clicking, and, you know. This is some basics when it comes to chopping up your samples here using a quick sampler. Now let me show you what it would be like if you wanted to do that here in the workspace window instead. So let me go back over here to Splice, and then we're just going to drag and drop it right here in the workspace window. Now the first thing I would recommend doing is actually clicking right here. This is going to be right under your transparent area, and this is going to be your flex time, and pretty much you can click on that and you can do this polyphonic auto, okay, and that pretty much is going to set it up to where you can stretch this or do whatever you need to on this. So usually, you know what I'm saying, when you're doing loops and everything like that, you want to like get it to match up to a 4-bar or an 8-bar loop. So like for instance, for this sample is actually 63 BPM, and this is at 120 BPM. So I could take this and just take it and move it up like this and move it to the end of this, and now this is gonna match up. If I turn this right here on, I'm gonna turn this down so you can hear the metronome and this lined up. And then simultaneously, if I wanted to speed it up, I can do that. Okay, so that's some basics on there. Also, since it's an audio file, now I can take it and I can do Shift Option up or down, and I can take it up an octave. Take it down an octave by pushing Shift Option down. All right, so now I'm just gonna push Shift Option up again just to bring it back to normal. But let's just say now if you want to go ahead and chop this up, what I recommend doing is right clicking it and going down to bounce and join, bounce and place. And what I want to do that for is basically so I'm no longer in flex mode, and I have the sample synced to the BPM. Now it makes it easy for me to go over here and make the chops. So basically I'm gonna hold down Option and scroll in left or right with my mouse on my trackpad to zoom in, and I can use the playhead to come over here and find out where I want to make the chop at. So say if I want to go every, half a measure, highlight that, push Command T, and then you can use the greater than sign or left than sign or less than sign to move this playhead over to a measure. You can, chop it up measures, or you feel me, or fine tuning. You feel me? So Another thing you can do is push the letter T, and that's going to pull up all your tools. So you can come in here, and like one of the most often used tool that I use is the fade tool. So you can come over here and then you can do little cool stuff to this. So like say I have this, I can take this and put a fade on it. And then if you right click, you can actually do a slow down fade or whatever. So you just turn this off. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Click on this one, do that. Click on this one, speed it up. So let's say if I want to take that now and play around with these. Now I'll just push Command T, I mean not Command T, but T, and then push T again. It selects the pointer tool again. And now what we can do, I can push this plus sign to bring up another track. Instead of the quick sample, I can put it into now the multi-sampler. Go to stereo, create, and watch how we do this. Make this just a little smaller so you can see. But basically, I'm gonna click off the synth, click off this mod matrix, and go to mapping and zone. And then we can click off the modulars. And basically, you have the piano here, and I can just start drag and dropping samples right onto these notes. Now I have these on most of these white keys. Command K to bring up this musical typing. Let's check it out now. So we can do a lot of cool stuff. And now with this zone, when that's on, you can actually come in here and manipulate the sample of each note. So if I say I go to C1, I can come over here, bring this over here, put a fade on it to make it smoother. Okay, and then I can also come over here and do different things. I can reverse this or keep it going forward. You know, you got one shot mode, which is just basically if you tap the note, it's gonna hold it all the way through. And you can do follow tempo. So there's a lot of cool things you can do on this. There's other things you can do as well. You can edit, do different stuff like that, pitch it up, tune it, volume up, down, whatever. You can do that on each note, okay? So now we can just chop this up. Now, before we go into chopping it up and laying down something crazy, I can go over here where it says default preset, save as. Name it like that, and then I can pull this up whenever I want to. I'm gonna delete it. Delete this right here. Click on that, delete it. We're gonna go back over here to the multi-sampler. And then go default, and then it'll be under here, but you can also go to load, but you see choir sample right there, boom. Now if I go to mapping, you can see all those, the zones. I can make changes, resave it, anything like that. And with the synth option, you can do like filters on it and stuff like that. Just turn them on. You can put a filter on stuff. Modular matrix, you know what I'm saying? You can put little stuff going on there. But that's not something we're going to get all the way into in this video. I just wanted to kind of show you some of the basics of what you could do. I'm going to play around with these a little bit and then we'll go ahead and end the video. But basically, like I said, you can like now come over here. Let's mute this stuff out. And I'll come to the beginning here. I'll just go ahead and do a little quick 4-bar loop. I'll show you some stuff we could do here. So I'm gonna push, matter of fact, we'll do an 8-bar loop. And then we'll just go ahead and record something. Kind of messed up at the end, but you get the point. I can click on this now. Now it's in the piano roll. Highlight everything. Boom. And you have to do the right quantization settings though, because it might mess it up. I'm gonna undo this. This is probably gonna be more so with triplets, so we'll do 1/24. And that didn't work, so 1/12. That didn't work, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta kind of figure out which one you know works best. We get it closest to it. These are the notes I'm worried about the most. So like I can come in here and just highlight those and then do the triplets. You feel me? So anyway, I might have to move some of this around. Sorry, y'all. This is. There we go. Obviously, always an easier way, but you get the basics. Anyway, took a little bit more doctoring up than I wanted to. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna probably go through here and try to make this like perfect, but that's good enough. But then what you could do is you could like bounce this in place again. And then anytime you're coming over here to do, you know, work with this choir kit, you can now like lay it down in the same key it is. But like say if you want to change it up, you can just pitch it up or down octaves or hold down Option to just do semitones. Now you cooking. So we can go now to the quick sampler. You can start dragging and dropping your own drum sounds in here. Same process, and then save it. I already have some stuff here, so let me just get this snare just to kind of demonstrate this. Oops. Push Command R. And then, you know, in this case, I would move these little parts around because they didn't like hit the kind of, they sounded too robotic. So I might come around and do these. Yeah, something like that, bro. Then, you know, you can keep on building on this. Throw an 808 in this mug. Use the, you know, either your MIDI keyboard or musical typing. Now you got some jamming. Now you got something jamming. Boom, for staccato. You can move notes around if you need to. Then, you know, it just goes down the rabbit hole from here. Start chopping up stuff. Start, you know, going crazy with the 808s, hi-hats, blah, blah, blah. You get it, bro. You know, just make sure you get subscribed to the channel, man. You know, I'm dropping gems often, every week for sure. You can also go grab some of my courses, kits. You know, I got sound kits, loop packs, stuff like that on my site, Beat Making Basics. Go check out my latest course, Beat Making in Logic Pro 10.8, bro. I break down stuff like this and a whole lot of other gems and goodies, man. Check it out. Appreciate y'all watching. I will see you in the next video. We're out.